How to mix trap drums. Start with hats that have a softer sound like this. I remove basically all of the lows and the mids in the mix, so boost the high end and treble just a little bit to make them sound a little cleaner. I'll cut between 15 and 20,000 hertz just to tame some of those super sharp sounds. With my snares, I'll cut between 150 and 200 hertz out of the low end, because these frequencies aren't necessary and your snares will still hit without them. I also like to add just a little bit of reverb. I have my wet sound at 5%, my decay between 0.1 and a half second. I just like turning up the size here and cutting out some of the lows. The reverb adds a clean sound to it, and it also gives the transient a tail if it doesn't have one already. In some cases, I'll add a compressor to it if I want to find other ways to manipulate it to turn it down without just lowering the volume. And here's how it sounds. With my kicks, I leave them pretty simple. Also the easiest thing to get right if you're using the right sounds, so there's not always a lot I do to them. I just added a soft clipper to leave some headroom in my mix. Same thing with the 808, I just add a soft clipper to it. In some cases, your kick and 808 will clash. You can reverse the polarity right here. I'll typically reverse the polarity on my kick before I reverse the polarity on my 808. Maybe if I'm going for a certain sound with my 808, I'll add an amplifier to it or some type of compressor, but I leave it pretty simple. The most important part about any of this stuff is how you're balancing it with the other sounds in your mix. And here is how these drums sound in a full beat. And as always, if you found this helpful, make sure to like and follow for